follow step by step. Follow me.
I've been first and I've been last. Either way, I keep the order with PEMDAS. First is parentheses, next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, yeah, you know this. I've been first and I've been last. Either way, I keep the order with PEMDAS. First is parentheses, next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, yeah, you know this.
Evaluate expressions, I have some patience. I just follow the order of
Operations, I simplify to see what they equal. Pim comes first, and DAS is the sequel.
PEMDAS. Yeah, that's the acronym. We'll break it down just to see what is happening. P is parentheses, search for one first. Whatever is inside of it, you need to do the work. E is exponents, so raise them up. Or get down with the roots like what's does. MD, multiplication and division. I do from left to right, that's my decision. AS, addition and subtraction. You learn the first, doing last. That is the fashion. Some say T6, my dear Aunt Sally. Some say PEMDAS. Either way, the order is important, just like swim class.
I've been first and I've been last. Either way, I keep the order with PEMDAS. First is parentheses, next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, yeah, you know this. I've been first and I've been last. Either way, I keep the order with PEMDAS. First is parentheses, next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, yeah, you know this. Okay, let's say that we got this.
Let's use PEMDAS, see what we accomplish. First we do what we see in the parentheses. 17 minus 15, that is 2 in me. 3 plus 1, that is 4, that's I'm building. Now, exponents is what we'll be dealing with. 4 to the second means 4 times 4, that equals 16. And yes, I'm sure. Next we multiply and we divide. 60 times 2 is 32. Oh my! 32 divided by 4 is 8. And then we add or subtract, okay? 8 minus 5 is 3, which is easier than writing this to me. Cut through your operations just like a surgeon. Look at, yeah, we keep it working.
I've been first and I've been last. Either way, I keep the order with PEMDAS. First is parentheses, next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, yeah, you know this. I've been first and I've been last. Either way, I keep the order with PEMDAS. First is parentheses, next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, yeah, you know this.
Who can help me evaluate these expressions? But first, what should we do? PEMDAS. All right, so let's write it down. First is parentheses,
next is exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract. Yeah, you know this.
All right, so who would like to come up and work this expression for me? Shada, will you come up and help me do this one? All right, and work through the steps and let everybody know what you're doing.
First is parentheses, 9 minus 2 equals 7.
Okay, so she did the parentheses first. So now, okay, so that was like super easy. So that's too easy for you guys. So now, we have a little bit of a challenging one. Exponents. This is a really, really tough one. Haley C, let's work through this one. All right, exponents. And we haven't even really did a complete lesson on exponents. So let's remember 2 times 2 times 2. So let's write that out first. 2 times 2 times 2. So what's 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is, okay, so write 4.
Another 2.
And then times 2 is, oh yeah, write another 4 on there. It's 2 times 2 times 2 is 4. I thought you write another 2. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4. And then write another times. 2 times 2 is 4. So what's 4 times 4? All right, so write 1600. And then finish writing your equation out. Because we are, just X that out, the exponents, since we already worked through it. And then finish writing the minus 6 so that we know that we have that left. Okay, so now she has 16 plus 8, which is 24. Does everybody agree with that? All right. So 24 minus 6. Does everybody agree with 19? 24 minus 6? All right, so what's your final answer? Do you have a question, Ryan? Here we go. Yes, Andriana.
I thought 24 minus 6 was 18.
Is that what everybody's raising their hand to tell me?
Yes.
Okay, so 24 minus 6 is, oh, Haley goofed up and put a 19. That's okay. All right, so we just cut through equations like a surgeon, right? All right, so let's move on to an anytime problem. All right. Haley, my star student, come up and help us. Well, just read it for me.
Jamie bought 3 books at the school book fair. 2 of the books cost $6 each. Jamie paid with a $20 bill and received $3 in change. Assuming Jamie did not pay sales tax, how much did the third book cost? And the bonus equation.
Okay, so I want you guys to take out your math journal. Okay, so what I want you to do is solve this problem. Now, it's not asking you to write an equation, but bonus, like it would make me super, super happy if you guys did. You don't have to though. It's not a part of the problem, but just bonus. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to work through this problem, and then I'm going to have somebody come up and share their method. I'm going to have more than one person share their method because there might be more than one way to work through it. So, okay, go ahead and work through it. Remember, what's the first thing you should do when you see a problem like this? Share. All right, you, yes. Brad, did you have a question? Oh, do you want me to do the cube on the board? That's a good idea. Okay. You don't want me to see it? All right, so when you guys are done, put your pencils down so that I can tell. Okay, then just snip a piece of paper if you don't have enough. Who wants to share one of their methods with me? All right, Ron, so let's go over one of your methods. Write it, all right. Okay, that's fine.
Well, first, since I knew that there was 3 books in total, and only 2 of them cost $6 each, so I did 2 times 6.
Okay, so he's finding the total cost for the 3 books that she bought.
And so now that I know what equals 12, I can split it $20. And since I know I have $3 extra, or that would be extra, it would be 8 minus 3, which equals my answer.
See, that's interesting. That's a way that I didn't even think of. I did it 2 different ways, and that wasn't even one of the ways that I even thought of. So, did you write an equation for that way? I love learning new ways to
I
read.
know that I messed it up, so
Okay, well-
I know how to start finding
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Parentheses.
Yep, that's smart. So you did 20 minus 12. I like how you did the 12 underneath. And then what was your last step that you did? You subtracted.
And then I subtracted 3 with M for my English letter.
All right, so
And equals.
you didn't mess it up. That's right. Well, 20 would be minus. 20 minus. All right, so did anybody come at this at a different step? Brayden, what was your?
I have a question.
Okay.
What would you get the 20 from? It shows the $20 bill.
There you go. See, it's sneaky. It wrote it out in letters. It didn't do the number version. All right, Brett, what was yours?
I chose it at 1.
Okay, another question for Ryan.
How do you know you're correct?
Good
Well,
question.
I'm correct, so I'm correct.
You're supposed to check. You have to check.
Double check.
It just says.
It's hard to double check with.
That's all right. We're not going to
multi-step.
pressure him into double checking. Okay, so Amaya, what was your question? Okay, let's see if we can you fit it into this little box right here? Okay.
So you have 2 books, so you have to times 2 times 6.
Okay, so she's finding the price for the 2 books at $6.
And then
Okay, so
you take 12 times 20, or minus 20, because you paid with a $20 bill.
okay, all right. Well, keep going. But whenever we subtract, do we always put the small? Okay, yeah.
Minus 12. $12. Then you do 8. You had to find what's $3. So what I did was I subtracted from 8 minus 1, 8 minus 2, 8 minus 3, and I went all the way to 5. So it would be 8 minus 5, and I got 3. So I know 5 is minus.
All right. So did anybody have anything different? Yes, Chris. Did you get $5 as your answer? Okay. Did you have a method for getting it? Did you have a question? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you, basically you guys did the same thing. So let's, James, did you have a different method? Oh, James, come show us the method. We're going to erase this right quick. All right, last one, because we got to move on. All right. Okay, so he did a different step. Sure, you can take your book off with you if you want. Okay, 20 minus 3, what does it get us? Did anybody do it this way? No? Oh, your eraser's in the wrong spot. That gets me sometimes too.
Then I did 17 minus 12.
See, this is one of the ways I did it. That's the way I did it. I did it the same way James did it. All right. High five. High five for thinking like I did. All right, so let's move on. Our review. Factor pairs. Who can give me the factor pairs for 24? Oh, that's like the 24 game that you guys play all the time at Math Center. Corey. Okay, so we're going to start with 1 times 24. What's my next one? Brayden.
8 and 3.
Okay. 3 times 8. You can give me another one. Haley, 6. 4 times 6. We're missing one in the stuff I like to go in. Johnny.
12 times 2.
There we are. Do we have any other ones? Or are we done? Okay, now with 64. That's a big one. What's my first one? Emma.
8 times 8.
Okay, 8 times 8 is 64. But what's that really super easy one that we always should write first because it's just so easy, everybody should know it? James.
1 times 64.
There it is, 1 times 64.
And 2 times 32.
Oh, he gave us another one, 2 times 32. Who can think of another one? He's thinking, he's doing calculations. Oh, wait. Oh,
Wait, sorry.
okay.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yes, I
Oh,
mean.
what is it? We're not going to do inverse, we're going to stick with the factor pairs.
4 times 16.
4 times 16. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 4 times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right.
Cassie. Yeah, I think we got them all. We got them all. All right, 72. All right, now this one is a big one. We got to really think about this. We should go in order from 1 to the biggest for this one. Here, so what's our first one? The hardest one. What is it? There it is. 1 times 72. What's our next one? James. There it is. All right, what should our next one be? Claire.
12 times 8. Or no, 12 times 6.
All right. If we stick with that order, 1, 2, what could our next one be? Here's it. Yeah. Yeah. So let's stick in our order. What's 3 times what is 64?
Whoa.
72.
72.
Yeah, I'm still on 64. 3 times what is 72? Are you working on it? Are you calculating? Kyler.
3 times 24.
3 times 24.
Oh, well. I know something with the 4.
All right, we're missing 1. Are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're missing 1. Yes. It's okay. So, 4. How about 4s?
We're doing that.
Oh, they're doing it. They're working on it. My calculators are back there. Did you beat them? 4 times?
4 times 48. 4 times
4 times what?
48.
4 times 48. Elisa.
Okay. 4 times 18.
There it is. We're close, Brayden.
I was at 24.
I think you just had like an extra squiggle on your line or something. All right. Now, we're going to move into patterns. So, we can shut off our calculations and our calculators. You can power them down for a minute. Yeah, that's a cute one. Okay, so, with patterns, who can read for me what a sequence is? Who haven't I heard from much? Brian, I haven't heard from you much.
A set of objects shaped arranged in a specific order.
Okay, so now what's a term? My each.
Each number, letter, shape, or object in a pattern.
So can you guys picture in your head what a pattern is based off of those definitions? Like, are you picturing a pattern in your head right now? So I want you to go ahead and take out page 155 in your magical book. Oh, you want to write it down? Turn to me and out of all their eyes. Wow, I see so much blue behavior. They're being so great. All right, Amaya, can you go ahead and take out the worksheet for me, and I'll let you finish writing it down. Andrea. Yeah, try not to use your pet shop. Okay, so who can go ahead and read the definition at the top? I know it says it on here. Well, it doesn't, but read it for me. I would like to see Haley W.
Numerical patterns. A pattern is a sequence that can be described. A pattern is a sequence that can be described by a rule.
All right, so it says it's described by a rule. So based on number 1, it says 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. So what do you notice about this pattern? Elisa, what do you notice about that pattern?
It skips counting by 2.
Okay, good, it skipped counting by 2, but what else do you guys notice about this pattern? Is it a pattern of shapes? Is it a pattern of pictures of animals? Is it a pattern of lawnmowers? What is it a pattern of? Yep, it's a pattern of numbers. So we can have patterns of all kinds of different things, but this one just happens to be numbers, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do an I do, and I'm going to add 2. Now you guys can follow along as I do the I do. So I'm going to add 2 to the pattern. Before I start, I'm going to let you guys know, in case you didn't know, there's 3 dots at the end of this pattern. You guys see on your paper it says ... That means to continue, to keep going. Okay, so I'm going to continue this pattern. It says add 2. And it says at the top, use the rule to find the next 3 terms. So who can tell me what that means, the next 3 terms? Rate it.
Next 3 numbers.
Yep, so the next 3 numbers in the pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 30 plus 2 is 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. There we go. So that's the next 3 terms in that pattern. So who can help me do number 2? And I want you to let me know what the rule is in that pattern. Ooh, Byron. Okay, so this gets pretty big, doesn't it? And we have to do the next 3 terms. Okay, so 40 times 2 is 80. I don't know, I might have to work this out. This gets really big. So I'm gonna try and work this out. So 80 times 2. So 2 times 0. Okay. So we have 160. Ooh, this one gets really big. So 160 times 2, what is it? So 0, 6 times 2 is 12. Ooh, that's really big. Okay, so you guys understand you have to follow the rules? Yes.
I know the next one.
Oh, okay, well good. You can help your partner out with the next one. So for 3 and 4, I want you guys to work with your table partners, okay? But don't continue on to 5 and 6. Just do 3 and 4. And I'll give you a couple minutes to work on that and we'll go back. Okay, I can be your table partner. Andrea, I can do work with either Ryan and Robert or Haley and Claire, you can just jump in with one of those guys. Okay, so the rules. So let's work that out. We have to have the next 3 terms.
The rule is 1 equals 1
Question or are you done? Okay, just sit tight.
This is multiplied by 3.
And then 3 plus plus the 2 with the power?